I went out last night. I went by their house, showed them this. They were happy with me to go ahead with it. I got some sort of measurements. That's the ladder bit in the middle, and the two little rounds. So what I think I'll do is make some round bits. I clamp these all together just to stop them going too far. And cutting these, I had the blade set not as low as that, but I had it set only as thick as this. I think if I have the blade higher, it'll cut down rather than across. So hopefully it'll reduce that breakout a little bit. But I'm going to make a couple of strips with a round on the edge. I just went with a little cutter. Didn't try the big one because it does look a bit too big. I can't really show you. Let's see if I can pack it up. Something like that. I'll reduce the width of this a bit. It's like I was showing you on this. That wants to be quite a bit smaller. Yeah, with them two rounds. So I cut some beads. I'm going to put the round edge on those. And I just raised the blade up afterwards and cut one of the, the waste pieces. And it's a bit better cut. This one along this edge. I do have some finer blades up there somewhere. That's not too bad. Better than it was. And you see how where I've put the cutter in there, I didn't really set it up that well. But you see how it's got that little lip? And then it's got a set back a bit. That's the cutter there. I think I'm going to leave it at that. So what I did was cut my bead into that thickness, roughly. I sort of like that it's got a little gap like that. Right, so something like that. You see they're just slightly offset. One little rebate's thicker than the other. So I'll put the thin one to the inside. And I'll bit these down to the thickness of that. Cut a rebate on a piece of timber so that they can plant on top. And for the top I need to make like a little Scotia mould piece. And on the bottom here, that'll get the same little cup out, Scotia cut, whatever you call it. And I need to make a half round to go on the front to represent that sort of picture rail shape. Right, so I've just cut that Scotia mould thing in a bit of wood. I'll rip it down to when I'm got my final width. It's probably going to be about 20mm. Got two pieces of that. My cutter's a bit tired, or it's quite sharp as this one, but they can be a bit brutal, these cutters. So I did it in 3 passes, just moving the fence back each time. A template piece. Just check my cut each time. Don't need that now. But I think this is a bit too fat for me. It's hard to tell on this. but I think I'm going to put it through the planer again, put this timber through the planer again, take it a little bit off. Right, so that's what I did. Cut a couple of mil off. That looks better to me. So, need a piece of timber now. I bought some 1-inch boards here. Couldn't really explain myself, but what I've done is cut a piece that's 100mm. Then I've got that little bead. And then I've got a piece of 1/2-inch ply, this stuff here. Behind that, another bead. And then this, I think I'll reduce down a little bit. But that's what I've got so far. I didn't want to, these little beads, I didn't want to rip them down to the thickness of this. I just thought I'd end up either breaking them, you know, they'd be just tiny little beads like that. So I wanted to keep these in one piece, which meant that I had to cut back a piece for there. Didn't really want to cut a piece of beech. I probably got a strip somewhere, but I found a piece of 1/2-inch ply. It's a bit more stable. So what I'm going to do, get these out of the way, and then all those strips. I'll rip this board so that it's parallel, nice straight on each side. What I'm going to do is stick these on there, and on this side like that. And I'll just let the ply show just a fraction. So what I can do is rip it down, spin that piece around, rip it down again, same on there. So I'll be taking 2 strips off there, and that'll be that piece there. So something like that. I think then I'm going to put a piece of 9mm on the back just to bridge it all. And I've got a 25mm sort of half round to go on the front of here. It's a bit OTT, isn't it? Anyway, and I could have just cut these timbers down to 20mm, or you know, machined them to 20mm in the first place, and just put you know, like a bunch of those along. But I didn't really want that. Don't know why. I just don't like, you know, these timbers bending, or you know. I just thought it'd be, you know, like that. Just all wobbly all over the place. Putting it backing them onto a nice straight piece is better. I've got to abandon that for the moment while the weather's good. I'm going to cut the backs for these because I'm going to take them up tonight. Got my board here, 9mm ply. This is Q ply, it's a little bit better than the crap that you get. But what I want is a square corner. So measuring corner to corner, that's 2730. You've got to make sure that your corners are nice and square, it's sharp, should I say. So 2730, and that is 2730 there. Sort of remnant of a stamp on there. But what I'm going to do is put a mark like that represents square. Use the factory cut corner and I'll work off that then. They should be all square. Right, this is 2440 by 1220. I want the grain to be going that way. And I only need 1150. I've cut these at 13 something, I think. Can't remember what I cut them at. 1270. But that cut in half is only 1220. But like I say, I only need 1150, so it'll be short, but it don't matter. So what I'm trying to do is keep these 2 corners, that corner and that corner, because they're square. What I'll do now is cut them to the width of the shelves. And those top corners, those square corners, will go to the top of the shelves. I'm just going to temporarily screw them on. Right, I've changed my mind about using that corner because it's got this sticker on. and they're a pain to get off. So I'm going to use this corner. It's a factory corner, same as that one, so it should be square. Same over there. So that'll be that one. Now I'll rip the other one down for the one behind. Right, that's my factory corner, but this is the better side. So there's a bit of filling in this. So I've transferred my square mark over and I'll sit it on there. I'm working from my square point here. I'll get that one straight and that one straight. Just get a few temporary screws in. And then that should land, you know, wherever. I like to cut them slightly short. See, that's just a fraction short. Don't know why, sometimes it's, you know, if it's sticking out it can get in the way. It won't on these, but sometimes they do, they just get in the way. Right, so I've got this corner flush, then I got this one flush, then I could push this in and out, this top timbers to the shelves, put a couple of screws in. I like to do the short leg first because you've got more leverage on the longer one. You know, you try and push a short one, it's quite hard. So now they're in. So now, you see that's out, that's over. But now I can pull that straight and I'll get a screw in there. And we'll see what it's like down the side. So if you're like me and you're on your own, get your screw started first. Then I can pull that with one hand, like that. Use my foot if I have to, leg, whatever. Get that right, get the screw in. So that one's in. And just feeling up there, that's pretty flush down there. So I'll get a few more screws in and get some more in this side as well. Right, so that's all screwed round. And if you're just starting out joinery, you know, professionally, or even for yourself, just try and put your screws in somewhat like even. So when you know, your initial look at it, it looks tidy, which normally means it's probably done better or well or correct. If you just haphazardly throw them in, it I don't know, it sort of shows your aptitude to the job, you know, the way you're looking at it or not looking at it. These are temporary fixings, they're going to be taken out, so it doesn't really matter, but the ones that go in tidy and the ones that go in randomly, higgledy-piggledy, I know which ones I prefer and which person, whoever put them in, I would favour. Got to cut all the 18mm for the shelves, the internal shelves in the cupboards. 6 pieces for the bottoms and shelves. I just ripped the board in half that way, and it's 1 metre long, 1 metre width, 6'10" deep. Shelves are only going to be about 5'70", something like that. Gives me a bit to play with, it's easy, just rip a board in half. Small enough to get in the house and play with when I get them inside. Right, for whatever reason it didn't record, but I've just put that on there with the round over cutter. I did it in a few passes, but now I've got a little ridge on here. I can set the saw and cut it off, and cut this piece off the end. A little bit of sanding, get this nib off. That'll fly off there. I can't decide if I'm going to take this down a bit. I think I am going to take a few mil off the back here so that I boost back. But my client's gone on holiday Friday, so I'm going to start installing all the doors and the shelves first, and I'll come back to this. That timber that I glued on earlier is there. It'll be dry tomorrow or the day after. I'll be able to put this together then.